All right, so welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for spending this evening with me doing an interview. I'm Angel Starks. I am an Instagram and online reporter, along with being an influencer. And I came across your guys' video that went viral of the Don't Rush Challenge. And so I was really intrigued by it. And I'm going to have you guys just introduce yourself one at a time. And Michael Starks, we will go ahead and just start with you.
No, no, which Michael? Me?
Mike Jones, yeah.
All right. Well, Michael Jones is my name. I go by Mr. Moody Dresser on Instagram.
Okay.
And I came up with that name when my wife was telling me, she's like, you got so many moods when you're dressing. It's like one minute you're this way and another minute you're that way. And I thought about it, I was like, at first I was Papu's Closet after my grandfather. And then I thought about it, I was like, man, Mr. Moody Dresser, that kind of, it kind of fits me. It feels like me. So, just having fun with it. And I've been having a good time meeting great brothers like you guys, and just a lot of good energy doing this. So, yeah, I'm having a good time.
Okay, so Dennis, introduce yourself.
Thank you, Angel. My name is Dennis Berry. I'm on Instagram as Dennis Berry 559. I'm a retiree. I've been retired now since 2006, but I went into the style industry. I'm also now a certified style consultant and buyer for the Suit Depot here locally in the Metro Detroit area.
Okay, perfect. And Michael Starks.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Michael Starks, my name. On Instagram, I'm the stylish grown man. Been doing that for a couple of years on Instagram. I haven't really been a huge presence on Instagram. I'm mostly on Facebook. I've been in the style since I was a teenager. I've always loved it. It's just that it's funny when you retire, you get older, you're able to afford the clothes that you really want to wear. So
That's right. That's right.
so that's where I am right now. So it was just so much fun doing this with you guys and watching that video go viral, and it was really exciting. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys some more.
Okay, Tracy, introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Tracy Wesley Sr. That's what I go by on Instagram too. Unlike most of these guys who are into a lot of fashion, I'm just a funeral director. Been doing that for over 30 years, and just in serving our families, I just like to present a professional looking front as I'm trying to help them, man, in one of the worst times that they're facing. So, it was just an honor to be asked to do this, and I hope I represented well.
And you did, believe me. Okay, so then Christopher Edwards, you're the one that put everything together. Am I correct? You got everything going?
Actually, no, Michael put this together.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. All I seen was two shaved heads and beards and just got all confused. So we're going to come back to you, Mike Jones. So, Christopher, introduce yourself. I do apologize.
All right. My name is Christopher Edwards. I go by constantly_changing number 4 me on Instagram. I am an architect by trade, but I got into this whole fashion thing by accident about a year and a half ago, and it's kind of taken off, and I'm just loving it. And also, I'm a photographer. So everything you see on Instagram, I photograph myself, edit and produce, basically. Yeah.
That is really cool, Christopher. I really love that. So let's go back to Michael. You go by Mike or Michael? Which one?
Either or is fine.
Okay, so let's just go with Mike Jones. So you put this whole Don't Rush challenge, the salt and pepper version with the beards. Tell me what made you come up with this and how did you create the concept?
Well, online I'd seen several groups do it, and I enjoyed watching them. And for the longest time, like Chris and I, we go back and forth and wanting to collab. And all these gentlemen that were in the video, I follow them, and I'm an energy guy. So it's like all these guys have tremendous energy. And I was like, man, dang, the idea had hit me that morning. So I received my confirmation later on that day. I received a message from someone on Instagram saying, "Hey, Moody Dresser, what's up? We need a salt and pepper edition." And I was like, I immediately told her, "Hey, you done started some trouble," because I had already that morning, I kind of, had that idea, and she just confirmed it. So immediately after that, I started inboxing all these guys and saying, "Hey, are you down? Let's do this." And, they were all on board. We had a few guys that were unable for diverse reasons. But for the most part, when I reached out to, we all connected from the jump, and here we are.
I'm really glad that it worked out. I was really excited to see my husband, Michael Starks, be a part of this video, and I was really excited for you guys. It was a really great dynamic that you had going on. I love the concept of it, and so great job again. I'm gonna jump over to Tracy. So Tracy, right now, I know you're a very busy man. You're a funeral home owner, and the pandemic is happening in the world. COVID-19 is taking over. People are passing away. When he reached out to you, Mike Jones, and asked you if you wanted to do a fashion video, did you say, "Oh, I'm too busy for this, I don't have time," or did you immediately jump on it and was ready to go?
I was immediately for it because I do enjoy dressing, and we had actually been shut down from conducting any funeral services for about a 2-week time period. So I was at home in sweatsuits and doing paperwork from my house. So the opportunity to go ahead and get dressed and do something fun, I was immediately ready to do.
That's perfect then. So the timing was perfect for everybody to be able to get this project done, and you guys end up going viral. So it was worth it. Now, Michael Starks, you have these gentlemen here on social media. You and Mike Jones, did you already previously follow each other? Were you familiar with the other gentlemen, or did you guys meet them after Michael reached out to you to be a part of the video?
Oh no, we've been following each other. I know him. I still remember when he was Papa's closet.
Oh, okay.
I still remember that. Yeah, we've been following each other for quite a while, and actually, I've gotten a lot of style, cues from him, and I think we've been commenting on each other's stuff. So we've really been in contact. And I think me and Chris, we've been following each other too as well. And I've been hearing a lot of your photography as well. So yeah, I was super excited when Mike reached out to me about it. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna do it. To be honest though, I hadn't seen a lot of those Don't Challenge videos until after we did ours.
Okay.
And I hadn't even heard of it. I'm like, hey, whatever, I'm down. Let me.
Those are the words of a viral superstar right there. I didn't know anything about it until ours went viral. So you guys are viral right now. Dennis, are you aware of that?
Yes, I am. At my amazement and my surprise, I can't believe it. That's the first time I've ever been a part of anything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So are your friends and family excited about it? Have they been sharing it and just telling you all what they think?
Absolutely. My wife was the one that actually held the camera and shot everything for me with the before and after. And after just less than a week, to be able to go and tell her about how popular the video had become, and then after a couple of days after that, for it to see that it's gone viral, it just really blows my mind. I gotta confess, that's something I would have never imagined. Like the rest of the guys, for me, it was really just an opportunity to put a shirt and tie on and a suit, because I've been sitting around the house after having been used to putting on a suit on literally every day for work and what I love to do. It was the perfect opportunity for me to just take a suit out and put it on. And the interesting thing is, and it's something that I share with so many people at the suit depot where I work, is something that happens when you put a suit on. I don't care what the circumstances are. When you put a suit on, there's a transformation that takes place.
Absolutely.
I mean, you feel better. Your chest sticks out a little bit more. Your head and your chin raises up a little higher, and your point of view at life and your own self-esteem and everything else gets elevated almost instantly.
That is so true. Okay, you guys, so listen, this is a question that's been trending on social media since you guys put out your Don't Challenge video. And you can see it in the comments. Women want to know who's single, who's not single. We're going to go straight down the line. You need to say single or married. We got to do it. So let's start with Tracy. Single or married?
I am engaged. And unfortunately, I was supposed to be getting married in the Bahamas this weekend, and of course, I'm not able to go now. And so we're looking at some different alternatives of what we're gonna do. But yes, I am taking.
Oh, well, congratulations to you guys, and I wish you the best with going forward with your forever life together. Now, what about you, Christopher? Single or married?
Married.
Okay, married. So let's move to Michael Starks. Michael, are you single or married?
You better be.
Very married. I better say very married to the most wonderful woman in the world.
There you go. Good job, Mike.
So he is off the market, ladies. Now, back to you, Dennis, just in case ladies didn't hear you. Single or married?
I am very, very happily married to one of the most wonderful women in the world.
Michael Jones, single or married? Let's hear it.
Married to my best friend.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all should have called this the Married Man's Club.
Absolutely.
Now, so Mike Jones.
Okay, so we have 5 gentlemen here, but originally you had more than 5 gentlemen on the video. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me who's missing here.
Let's see. We're missing Felton and Irv.
Okay.
Irv and Randall. He's missing.
Okay, so just 2.
Emmanuel.
Yeah. Am I missing someone else, Chris?
And Emmanuel, who's over in Spain.
Ah,
Yes.
right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Well, you had other things to do, okay?
Yeah,
Well,
he in a whole
actually-
different time. He sleep.
Yeah, actually,
right.
they're 6 hours ahead, so it's probably like
Yeah,
midnight
a
over
whole other time zone.
there. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, you guys, so you had plenty of comments on your video. What were some of your favorite comments?
The clean versions.
We're all grown, so lay it on the line. What's your favorite?
All of those.
No, I got some pretty funny ones. The ones I particularly liked the most were those that were like polite, like that said kind, not just flirtatious, but actually something kind. I don't know. I'm dorky like that, so I just like for people to carry themselves with a particular couth, So when I read something that was really sweet and very ladylike, it's just I love those type of comments. But one that made me laugh hard was this one. She was look at that man with them creepy ass blue glasses on. Man, I laughed so hard. My wife came around the corner. She's like, "What's so funny?" And I just read it to her. I got the biggest kick out of it because out of all the love, sometimes the negative.
The negative comments deserve a laugh too. You do have to laugh at it. And so, Michael Starks, you figured out you have a new title on Instagram associated with the video. What was that?
I am a zaddy, a sugar daddy, uncle. I never really thought that about myself. That never really crossed my mind. I've heard those terms, but I just never really thought about that. But the funniest thing that I saw was this one lady. She mentioned that who let the deacon board out?
Wow. They are something else.
I guess there were a couple for me. Like the rest of the guys were saying, it was really something to just hear so many positive and complimentary comments, and it really, really blessed my heart. But like Michael was saying, I had to Google what the term zaddy was because I didn't have a clue as to what that was. And then when I Googled it and I saw, of course, it's the new urban term, and it just simply means a stylish, well-dressed gentleman. But the second one was all of the references to me being the Lysol man because I was in the video and sprayed my pocket square with the Lysol.
Yeah.
And that kind of started to catch on. It's like pop, sprayed his pocket square with the Lysol. And that was just hilarious to me.
There were so many. I think the thing that stood out to me was that people seem to be just so appreciative to see older men that, don't look broke down, that they were appreciative that we looked nice, that we were stylish, that we kept ourselves together, and we did something that was a little bit different than a lot of the younger guys I saw on here. So there were just so many that seemed to be appreciative of that.
You know what? I think people really did appreciate your Don't Rush challenge with the salt and pepper twist to it. You guys were very dapper, very classy, and it was a really great concept that you guys put together. And, people really appreciate that. The world is sitting and waiting for it to be entertained, waiting to see something new, and you guys totally delivered that. So, again, I really am excited for your viral video that, you guys put out together. So, Mike, I'm going to ask you, did you do auditions to get all the guys together? Did it just work out perfectly for you, or did you have to cut some people? How did everything go as far as picking the guys?
No, we just went for it.
Just went for it.
All the guys that, like I said, when I started sending messages to guys, that was the vetting process right there. It's like, once I went down my friends list and I'm like, Tracy, Dennis, Chris. Like I said, me and Chris, we had already been fellowshipping for a while, man. We get together and we can collab. We just live on different parts of the country.
Yeah.
So, and right now, it's like the perfect opportunity, like you mentioned earlier, for all of us to be able to virally, come together and do a project. Because otherwise, if this wasn't going on, this probably would have never happened, right?
Yeah.
So, this was, the opportunity presented itself, and each gentleman had a little light around them, man, when I was picking out guys for it. So it just, the universe just made things pop.
So with going viral, a lot of times people monetize the advanced exposure to the public and all the different followers. You're all over the place. Over 2 million views you guys have had. So is anybody taking advantage of all of the attention while all eyes are on you guys? Any way that you're going to monetize from and profit from the attention that you guys are currently having right now?
I'll just jump in here on this one. I've been able to take advantage of some of the opportunities that have been approached to us. I work with a couple other organizations, and Mike and I are actually working on something right now. I'm actually just pausing from the editing process. Hopefully it'll be going up tomorrow. So it's another spin on, the Don't Rush challenge. So look for that.
Yeah, I just reached out to him randomly. We had conversed a few times via DM, and it turns out I live in Modesto, California, that he resided in this small city previously.
Okay.
So that was cool. Like, he reached out to me one day and goes, "Man, you live in Modesto?" Yeah. So, but that was to the extent of it. But when I asked him to do it, he just jumped right on board.
And I love it. So I want to thank you, gentlemen, for spending this time with me, just discussing the Don't Rush challenge that you guys collaborated on. It was great. I wish you guys more success in anything that you're doing online, and share your social media handles so that people can find you.
Right on. Mr. Moody Dresser across the board. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I think I got like 6 whole people on Twitter. So
Not whole people.
it's Mr. Moody Dresser across the board, guys.
And I see that shirt back there in the background. So there's the plug right there.
Yeah.
I see that plug
A
back
little
there.
subtle
There you go.
plug.
Instagram as Dennis Berry 559, and also on Facebook as just Dennis Berry.
The stylish grown man all across. I think on Twitter, which I very seldom use, and I'm also on Tumblr as well as the stylish grown man. It's all separated, but on the other platforms, it's all together.
Okay.
On Instagram, I am Mr. Tracy Wesley Sr. and on Facebook under Trey West. So both of those.
I am on Constantly Changing for me. So it's constantly _changing number 4 me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Not that much on Twitter, but on Twitter. So you can find me there.
Okay, and we have just one question from social media from Eric Cheatham. He is wanting to know what made you decide to use the handkerchief or pocket square, I'm not for sure which one it's called, as a part of your concept for the Don't Rush Challenge that you guys chose to do. People use all different types of things, and you guys chose to use a handkerchief or a pocket square. Which one is it called?
Pocket square handkerchief.
Okay.
Well, it was just kind of like, I felt like it was a good representation. We kind of went back and forth in the group, like, should we use watches? Mr. Starks and I kind of tossed around a couple of ideas, and then we just settled on the handkerchief because it's a perfect representation of finely dressed gentlemen. So it was, it just really kind of fit in the pocket.
Well, that makes perfect sense, and thank you for that. Again, you guys, thank you so much for spending the evening with me tonight, just talking to me and giving your followers and fans and family members and supporters a little bit more insight on what you do and how you guys went viral with your Don't Rush Challenge. And this is a very first for me. I have never interviewed viral stars before, and that is exactly what you guys are. So continue to be blessed, be successful, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm Angel Starks. I thank you for your time. And don't forget, being successful, it's a lifestyle.
Got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business.